Today we're going to be working on reading 2. And this killer plague is called A Killer Without a Cure. Can doctors stop this deadly disease? Now, the first things you want to look over when we start this is look at your sides. The key idea, what is this article mostly about? The target word here is expose. So you have to do the same thing that you did with your academic vocabulary on page 33 that you're going to do here. You're going to go to the back of your glossary, and you'll get your target word right from there. And then you're reacting right. After you're done reading about A Killer Without a Cure, you need to do the reacting right, which says, would you rather investigate diseases in a laboratory or treat patients in a hospital, and why? So, we're going to go through the first reading. Today you will be doing pages 38 through 39. So it says here, doctors in Africa treat an Ebola patient. It kills in a matter of days. Worst of all, Ebola has no cure. Ebola is one of the most dangerous diseases in the world. It's highly contagious. It spreads from person to person in a matter of minutes. It kills in a matter of days. Worst of all, Ebola has no cure. Ebola first struck in 1976. A scientist estimated that 250 people died. The last significant outbreak occurred in 1995 in a town called Kikwit in the African nation of Zaire, known as Congo. Here's what happened. So here this book is sectioned into day 1 through 3. This is what occurred when the Ebola came to the Congo. Sister Dinah Rose Bellery left work early from her job at a local hospital. At first, she felt weak. So when you hear that first transitional word, at first, you already know this is the first event that's going to occur. She felt weak, but a few hours later, she had an intense fever. She started vomiting blood. 2 days later, she died. Soon, other villagers began to die as well. Local doctors couldn't treat the mysterious illness. They suspected that a deadly virus was on the loose. They sent blood samples from the victims to the special laboratory in the U.S. Now, days 6 through 7 in Atlanta. The blood samples arrived at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which is labeled as CDC, in Atlanta, Georgia. Scientists there studied the samples. They wore special full-body suits so they wouldn't expose themselves to the virus. First, they sealed off the laboratory. Then, they carefully opened the samples. Next, they placed the blood in a petri dish. 24 hours later, the cells developed lumps. This indicated the disease was a virus. The killer was identified as Ebola, one of the deadliest viruses in the world. Immediately, an emergency medical team left the CDC for Africa. Now, the word is laboratory. You guys know it's a place where scientists do research. And then on the side of page 39, you guys are going to do what it tells you here. It says, underline, identify 5 signal words or phrases that help you understand the sequence of events in day 1 and 3. And they have it labeled. First, they, you find where it says first, they. Then, they carefully. Next, they placed. 24 hours later, you fill in what happened. Immediately, then you fill that in. And then, at the bottom, you're going to have your synthesize. It's for the writing part. Propose 2 safety measures that could help keep deadly illnesses like the Ebola from spreading through the community. Now, you all know that we are facing an epidemic here. So think about what we are going through as far as taking measures so that the disease of what's going on now does not spread through the community. Look at how some of these events took place. So you're going to do this for today. You're going to work on this. And I will come back on the next day for the reading part 2. So go back, make sure you do your reacts and rights, and have a wonderful day.